Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Escaping Success podcast. I'm the host today, Soloso, Tom Leffler, and today I'm going to go over my morning routine, my current diet, and my supplement regimen. So, my current sleeping schedule, I guess, is I wake up right now anywhere from 5:45 to 6 a.m. I go to bed usually around like 10 to 10:30. I should probably be a little earlier, but again, wake up at 5:45, 6 a.m. First thing I do is get out of bed. I do not put my phone on snooze. I just get up right away. I make my bed. Reason I do that, first goal of the day accomplished, making the bed. Also, you come home after a crazy day and your bedroom's a mess. I think it just isn't good to have your environment all messy. So first goal of the day, first goal accomplished, making the bed. Next thing I do, I gratitude journal. And this is anywhere from 5-10 minutes, just write things I'm grateful for. And also at the end of my gratitude journal, I like to make affirmations like I am an athlete, I am a leader, I am whatever you're working towards. I like to do that for myself. I am after my gratitude, write it down. Then I like to pray. I am Roman Catholic, grew up that way, also kind of Christian too, so between Catholicism and Christianity. So I like to pray every morning, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Then I like to get outside, I ground. So this has many benefits. Get sunlight, it's good on your eyes first thing in the morning. While I'm grounding, again, barefoot in sand, dirt, grass, whatever. I'm barefoot, I do box breathing. With this, I do 4-second hold on a breath. So hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 8 seconds, hold again for 4 seconds. So 4 seconds on an in-breath, slow breath in for 4 seconds, hold that breath for 4 seconds, breathe on the out-breath, 8 seconds, then hold again for 4 seconds, and then repeat that. I do at least 3 rounds of that. Then I come inside, I do my affirmations / incantations. I'm a Tony Robbins guy, so I have my list of things I'm working on my identity, things I'm trying to change, things I'm trying to become. So I read through that in a very peak state. So I already did my gratitude, already did my first accomplishment of making my bed, already got outside, already did my breathing. So now I'm kind of in a good state. Now I do my incantations. I say them out loud to myself. Again, a lot of people, they like affirm like, oh, like I want to do this, I want to do this, but they're not in a real good state. So I say them out loud and I really believe them. And then I eat something. Right now I'm eating before I work out. I work out in the morning. I do not do well training fasted. Other people might do well in that, so it works for you. But for me, I eat before I work out. Right now I try to get 30 grams of protein first thing. And so I do right now organic ground turkey. That's about like 4 to 6 ounces organic ground turkey. 1 teaspoon of organic coconut oil. I do 1 organic orange, and I do about 3 to 4 ounces of organic baked yam. So I do the coconut oil for healthy fats, but also it helps with breaking down the bad bacteria in your stomach. Also, there's some research showing that helps mobilize fat by eating coconut oil. So I've been doing that for years. I really actually, me personally, bro science, whatever you say, I do think it actually helps burn fat, actually doing a little coconut oil, organic coconut oil. And then I get changed and I do my other supplements. So I do Camu powder. Actually have everything right here. So I do 1 teaspoon of Camu powder. I do a half a teaspoon of organic gelatinized maca root powder. I do half a teaspoon of organic cordyceps mushroom powder. It's not tasty, but I put that in water, I mix up and I drink that. Then I do organic beetroot capsules, and this helps with nitric oxide production. Also helps with the pump, which is nitric oxide, but also helps with stamina, endurance. Then I do, it's called Cognimag, and in here it has, the main ingredient is magnesium L-threonate, and this helps with cognition, this helps with reduced brain fog, and I really feel this, and I really love this supplement. It's expensive though, but it's good. And then I do L-glutamine. I am a big proponent of L-glutamine. This is something I used to take many years ago. I stopped taking it, but I've been taking it again now consistently probably for the last 8 or 9 months. And it really, I notice a big difference in many aspects, but recovery, less soreness, gut health, my skin's clearing up with the gut health, and then also less cravings, less carb, sugar cravings, kind of like almost an appetite suppressant, but less like craving sugar, carbs, all those things. And I do about 5 to 10 grams of L-glutamine a day. I like to do it, drink it while I'm working out. And then my favorite supplement, which I probably abuse a little bit, is my organic muscle pre-workout. This is also my favorite supplement. And it's good because it has no artificial sweeteners, not even stevia or monk fruit. It's actually organic coconut sugar. So I had gut issues in the past, so I look into what I'm taking. I try to definitely stay away from sucralose, aspartame, all that stuff, but even stevia, monk fruit, those type of other healthier alternatives, I just try to stay away from them. And this has only 3 grams of sugar, and it actually tastes really good, but it feels amazing. This is my favorite supplement. I try not to overdo it on this, but by far my favorite one. I actually took it this morning before my workout. And then I usually go work out. I work out anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. After my workout, I have essential amino acids. I don't eat right after on a pound of protein shake. I just do essential amino acids anywhere from 5 to 10 grams. And then an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I have a meal. And then this meal usually consists of 10 to 14 ounces of a lean protein. Right now, for me, that's organic ground turkey. And then I do another probably like 80 to 120 grams of carbs. And this is in the form of a sweet potato. So it's a 12 to 16 ounce baked sweet potato and then a cup of blueberries. It's a pretty big meal. I'm a big guy though. I'm 6'2", 225. And I eat this. I also like to put organic ground ginger on my food on every meal. This helps with digestion. And then I like to go on a post-meal walk. This is something that I've probably been doing consistently but I've been consistently doing for 2 years now. Post-meal walk, game changer. So especially after my big meals, like after breakfast, I don't go on a post-meal walk. It's a lighter meal. Also, I'm going to go work out in like 30 minutes. But after lunch, I really try to go on a post-meal walk from anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. It's a great way to get sunlight. Helps with insulin sensitivity, like so you don't spike your blood sugar right after. Helps with, feel a crash after you eat. Improves digestion. Get outside. Good for the mood. All those benefits. Get your steps in. And then I honestly don't eat again now, and sometimes another like 4 to 8 hours. So if I eat this meal usually around like 10:30, 11:30, I might not eat dinner then to 6 or 7 if I'm really hungry or a very active day. Around like 3 or 4, I might have another like 4 to 6 ounces of protein in the form usually organic ground turkey, and then an orange. And then dinner right now consists of grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and anywhere from 1 pound to 2.5 pounds of that on the leaner side, so like the New York strip or like 90-10 ground bison or beef. And then I do some sort of seafood with that. And I like to do right now, I'm doing wild Pacific sardines, even though people might think that's gross. Or you could do wild sockeye salmon. I think with seafood, really try to go for wild, in my opinion, because farm raised is kind of gross. And then if you could afford it, with your meats, proteins, I really like to go for organic, pasture raised, for beef, grass fed, grass finished, just higher quality meat if you could afford it, definitely the way to go. And then on that meal, I also have more sweet potato. That's just my carb choice is sweet potato. So then I have anywhere, sometimes 1 or 2 sweet potatoes. So again, if I'm a very active day, if I work out in the morning, then I'm on the road or like moving, like doing manual labor, it could be another 2 sweet potatoes. That could be another 1 pound to 2 pounds of sweet potato, anywhere from 80 to another 200 grams of carbs. And I like to finish it dessert with berries and sometimes an orange. Then I go for a walk. This walk 5 times, usually longer, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And then my evening, so then ideally I eat like 5:36 with my busy schedule. Sometimes that's not 8 till 8:30. Go on the walk. Then usually a half hour before bed, I have my evening supplements. And that consists of magnesium glycinate. I do anywhere from 5 to 10 grams of this at night. This helps with stress, sleep. Highly recommend it. Magnesium, there's many different forms. I prefer glycinate at night. Throughout the day, L-threonate. Just be conscious of your magnesium supplements, because a lot of them you get like at Costco or whatever, they're cheap, just magnesium citrate, which your body doesn't really absorb that well. So magnesium glycinate at night. I also like to do taurine at night. I do 4 to 5 grams of taurine. Really like this. This helps, I think, with me, it helps with the testosterone recovery. I like glycine. This helps with sleep. Glycine is naturally found in like collagen, bone broth, all that. I eat a lot of muscle meat, so I definitely want to get my glycine up. New studies really show this helps improve sleep. I notice when I take glycine, I actually dream, because I usually don't dream anymore. When I do glycine, I actually dream again, so that's a good sign. And then I also like to do L-theanine. Again, I'm an entrepreneur. I run a pool management business, and I also just started a beef jerky company. So I got a lot going on. So I really like L-theanine. This is like one of my favorite supplements to bring me down at night. But also if you're a person prone to be anxious or have anxiety, I really like L-theanine. If I'm like crawling out of my skin or have that feeling, pop 1 or 2 of these. It really helps. And then I also like to do a multivitamin at night. With me personally, some people might do in the morning. I do my multivitamin at night. I do recommend taking a multivitamin with food. Most supplements you should try to take with food, especially multivitamin because it has fat-soluble vitamins. So I recommend taking multivitamin with a meal. And I like this brand. It's Primitive Scientific. I take the male formula. I've tried a lot of different multivitamins. And a lot of them honestly didn't sit well with me or has felt weird. This is the only one that I actually feel normal and actually feel better on. Because a lot of people, I think people like they're just not too in tune with their body and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna take this to take it. But I think actually like, okay, if you're taking it and you feel weird or feel off, that's not a good sign. You know, you might be like, oh, I need this because everyone else is taking it. Listen to your body. We're all so different. So anything that I'm taking doesn't mean you should take it. You know, I take it, it works for me. I mean, I've tried so many supplements over the past 10 years and this is what works for me. And it's still like I ebb and flow, I listen to my body, I change things up, but this works for me. And then at night, I like to journal. I usually just write, me personally, I write everything I ate that day, the supplements I took, my mood, my libido, my energy, my focus, just trying to gauge, okay, what I'm eating, what I'm consuming on supplement front, is that changing, or if I do change anything, is it affecting those things? And then I like to write what happened good that day, like 3 things that happened good that day. I think we get so hung up on like the next best thing, we lose sight of like every day there's something that you could be grateful that happened. Even something that's awful, you might be like, wow, that was awful, but I'm proud of myself of how I handled that situation and be grateful for that. I think that's the key, is finding the good in the bad and realizing sometimes the worst things are the best things that happen to you. It's all about a mindset. For me personally, I realized that. And then I usually write the 3 good things that happened to me that day. And then sometimes, and I also like to write what can I improve upon? Like what's something that I did today that like for myself I didn't like that I should work on, and you can kind of see after like a week of like, okay, there's a pattern of something that I'm doing that I don't like I'm doing. I'm still doing it. It's like, okay, something's got to change there. So I like to track things. So I track what I eat, I track my supplements, I track how I feel, I track my mood, energy, sleep. I also use an Oura ring at night. So I track things. Some people might not like that. I personally do. And that's a day in the life.